The Octagon has returned to beautiful Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. The one sport that rivals the popularity of MMA here in Brazil is football. And Antonio Carvalho has starred in both. Tonight, he makes his UFC debut against Felipe Arantes. Once an accomplished football player who was called up to the Sporting Lisbon youth team in Portugal, Antonio Carvalho left the pitch behind once he discovered martial arts in 1999. And the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt has since earned a reputation as one of the top featherweights in his native Canada. But 23-year-old Sao Paulo prospect Felipe Arantes has kept a torrid pace going in his young career. And after wins in 9 of his last 10 bouts, he believes he's right on track to secure his first Octagon victory tonight. Our tale of the tape for this featherweight matchup. Carvalho from Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. 32 years old, 9 years the elder of Brazilian-born Felipe Arantes. Everything else is virtually identical. Here's Bruce Buffer.
And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Leon Roberts.
Leon Roberts will be our referee for this fight at 145. Arantes and Carvalho ready to get things started. And already the crowd favoring the Brazilian. White trunks for Felipe Arantes, red trunks for Antonio Carvalho.
Arantes caught Carvalho. Oh, he's down. Carvalho on top, passing the guard, going underneath, taking double underhooks and stacking them. You see right away, smooth passing from Carvalho. Controlling the right leg with his left. He's in half guard now, but it is an open half guard. And what he wants to do now, Mike, is he wants to control the upper body. Get either a head and arm control or something to keep Arantes from posturing up. Arantes now has a knee in between them, which is a little bit better for him because he can create some distance and it makes it harder for Carvalho to drop down punches on him. And Carvalho sprawling out, controlling that right leg still though. And now he's completely inside control. He's bypassed the legs totally. Now he's just got to flatten him out here.
Good transitioning by Antonio Carvalho.
But Arantes is almost standing up here. And Carvalho is just holding his weight on him now, sprawling on him with a front headlock. But Carvalho has to make sure Arantes is going to stand. Oh, look at this. He took his back. Beautiful. What a transition. He's going to switch to a twister if he can. No, he doesn't have control of the legs. Side control again. But, man, that was a real wake-up call for Arantes. The way he took that back there was just brilliant.
And again, he continues to try to get the neck.
He's holding the front headlock. It's not a submission attempt because you see with the position of his hands, he's basically just holding the body in place here. He's got one hand. It's very difficult to get the front, like a guillotine, a standing guillotine with an arm in as well. So he's just holding him in the position. If he wanted to try to get a standing guillotine, he would have to bypass the left arm.
That said, this position gives him great control of his opponent.
And Arantes attempted takedown. Yeah, Carvalho, you can tell right away, Mike, is a superior ground fighter. Full mount, beautiful. And that was just a slight opening in Arantes' half guard.
Trying to bring down with the elbows.
Good ground and pound. Oh, look at this, nice hip escape. Very nice by Arantes.
And a good
nice
knee.
To the body.
So Arantes is up. And he got the knee to deliver to the midsection of Carvalho, who threw his own combination in return. Carvalho eats a jab.
Arantes with a solid jab.
Quick hands in the combination by Carvalho. Head kick.
Ooh, nice.
Both men looking for an opening here early.
Good solid jab by Arantes.
And a good matchup here, Joe. Both men with 13 mixed martial arts victories. Of course, one 32 years old, the other 23.
Well, Arantes, you can tell, more comfortable on his feet, clearly. And seems to be the more fluid kickboxer. You know, even though Carvalho has some pro kickboxing experience. He seems a bit tight with his strikes. Cervantes a little bit more loose and fluid. You see how he's throwing those punches?
Yep.
Real stiff, a lot of wasted energy in that. And a lot of that is just tension.
And it definitely limits your range as well.
And it could be, you know, a little bit of frustration as well, the fact that he had him down, had him in great positions and lost the position. You know, sometimes guys tighten up because of that. I mean, how many times have you seen a guy in the corner where your coach is just saying, calm down, calm down? You see, like, Carvalho just shook his head, like a little bit upset with himself right there.
Keeps his hands up by his face. Tried to go with the hook and then the head kick.
Carvalho is throwing very short punches, Mike, and I don't mean that in a good way. I mean that he's not closing distance with his punches. They're coming up short. Like his timing is bad. His distance is off.
Nice combination there, though. See, but the difference was he stepped in there.
Yeah, but it's still mostly blocked. See, like his punches, everything is coming short. He needs to close more distance.
And the reach was identical in this matchup.
Yeah,
under 30 seconds.
It's a matter of, you know, timing, and it's a matter of pushing forward further.
And turning it over. Nice flying knee.
Jumping knee attempt, but he left the leg out there. And Carvalho loves it. Look at this. He's very excited now. He's got him up high. He's going to trip with. Look at great balance by Orantes. Wow.
Final seconds of the first round. Kick to the body, followed by an uppercut.
That is some incredible balance.
Round one in the books.
Great first round. And here we see some ground action here. Look at the way Carvalho took the back there. Beautiful. Rolled him over with that over-under, and then lost the position but maintained side control for a bit. Got the full mount, but Orantes, great hip escape there. Got back up to his feet, and then in the kickboxing, Orantes was the one who was scoring more. He was doing a better job of closing the distance, and look at this amazing balance he showed there.
Don't let him back you up, okay? Bounce, lateral movement.
Carvalho, a tremendous soccer player, almost went on to have a professional soccer career in Portugal.
You're doing beautifully. You're doing perfect.
Orantes trains when he's in Brazil with the Shoot the Box team and then Bold Team Fighters USA. Set to begin round number 2.
No. Right back. You're in the fight. Bring it on, man. Come on.
Leon, they just want to fight. Let's see if Carvalho loosens up a little bit. As the fight goes on, you get sweaty. You know, maybe a bit of those octagon jitters are gone. Let's see if he loosens up with his striking here in the second round, Joe.
Yeah, that's definitely going to help him, but really what's going to help him is get that fight to the ground again. It's clear this is stylistically, the matchup is Orantes is better on his feet, Carvalho's better on the ground. But Orantes showed great defense.
Carvalho actually on his first trip to Japan came home with a Rumina Sato highlight tape. He said, I had to have it, he was always my hero. And then years later, he had the opportunity to compete against him and actually defeated him.
Boy, Sato was a guy who was a little too early for his time.
Yeah.
An amazing fighter who today would be, you know, just incredible if he was in his prime, but his prime was in the golden age of the sport.
Yes. Head kick handled nicely off the forearm of Orantes. So you can see the tightness in those punches as you talked about.
Yeah, he's not fluid with his striking. That was not bad. Left hook to the body. And, you know, a lot of that is tension. I bet in practice he looks like a beast.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know? But Orantes is the one who's better able to express his skills inside the cage right now in the standing position. And I think, you know, also that could be attributed to the fact that Orantes has already fought inside the octagon.
No question, and he talked about it.
And under bad conditions.
Yeah.
You know, under taking the fight on short notice.
He's from Sao Paulo, has lived in the States for a number of years.
Jumping switch kick. Very nice.
Carvalho's aggressive, though.
I'm just shocked that he's not trying to take this fight to the ground. And look at this. Orantes is the one who closes the distance. That's shocking as well.
Had the double underhooks for a second. Now he's looking to punish the body.
Now Carvalho drops down, but Orantes immediately gets underhooks and stops it.
Carvalho, a pro for 9 years. And the head kick.
Like, you see how he throws that right hand? He's like not quite getting there.
Right. He's quick with that lead left without the switch.
Orantes with a nice right hand. Uh-oh, Carvalho's got double underhooks. Look at that, very nice takedown defense by Orantes. Look at that, nice balance.
He got caught with a right hand on the way out, though. Swing and a miss by Orantes.
This is not what
nice
Carvalho
exchange.
he gave him a woo.
Now, Portuguese descent fighting here tonight in Rio de Janeiro.
If I was in Carvalho's corner, I would be screaming for him to take this fight to the ground now. Do not stand in front of this kid. He's getting loose. He's landing more. Nice.
Just over a minute remains in the second round. Lead hook.
Nice.
Utilized the clinch and threw the knee. Very creative, as we talked about, dynamic striker, Orantes.
Yeah, he threw that jumping knee and then a nice right hand behind it. Good inside leg kick. And he's done a lot of really unorthodox things. Spinning kicks, jumping double kicks.
He hasn't done a clear amount of more damage, though, even though he's the more fluid striker.
Yeah, there's never been like one stunning shot that really had Carvalho badly hurt. Oh, Carvalho tries to mix it up. And even the way he threw that wheel kick, Mike, he just is short with it. His striking, whatever he's doing for training, he would be greatly aided by someone who could get him to chase and cover distance in training. And here you see a nice head kick by Orantes. And there's a jumping knee by Orantes, followed by a right hand.
Você tá parando na frente dele, tá te...
You're stopping in front of him.
Bate nisso, tá por dentro, começa por direto,
Okay, let's go, buddy. I love you. Let's go. All right, come on, let's go.
Arguably, you could say that Carvalho won the first round with ground control, and Orantes won the second round with striking. Unofficially.
Bring on, come on.
Third and final round. Antonio Carvalho making his UFC debut tonight. And Felipe Orantes fighting for the second time in the octagon.
Both men are going to pick up the pace in this third round, knowing that they don't have to conserve anything.
True sense of urgency, especially when you look at how close this fight could be after 2 rounds.
Nice combo. Classic left hook, right leg kick combo. Nice right leg kick by Carvalho there.
Carvalho on a 3-fight winning streak as he makes his UFC debut. Flying knee, almost a jumping knee. Orantes would really like to connect with a couple, though. The 1-3 from Carvalho. Hasn't really looked for the takedown since the first round.
A little bit in that second, but unsuccessful.
Right at the end there, right?
There he goes.
There he
He's
goes.
listening to
Yep.
us. He pulls guard. Look, that's a smart move by him. But he's got to control the posture. He's got to control the posture if he wants to do that. And Orantes tries to pass here. But he's got to be careful of the left wrist control. Where Carvalho is holding onto that right wrist and he has an overhook on the right arm, the way his left leg is coming up high, Orantes is grabbing the shorts. And, okay, goes to mission control here. Orantes has to be very careful. The key here, Mike, is the left arm. If he can get the knee past the left arm, and notice he abandoned the left leg over the shoulder because he can't control that left leg and get it past the left arm, his right leg rather. He goes to guard again.
Good elbows by Orantes.
And Orantes is doing a good job of not letting him control his posture. Oh, this crowd is
opened
nuts.
him up.
Big
He's cut,
and
yep.
he's swollen as well.
Yep, that was the elbow that landed a moment ago.
Yeah, solid shot.
And another one. Under the left eye of Antonio Carvalho.
Another good right hand.
All from within the guard. Heavy ground and pound.
And this is mostly because he's not controlling the posture, Mike.
Yep,
that's what he's got to do. He's got to grab a hold of the back of the head and hold on to him. And the way he was doing it earlier with mission control was ideal, but he didn't feel comfortable enough to hold on to that position.
Just over 2 minutes remain in this fight.
Well, Carvalho has to be thinking that he's losing this fight now. He's on the bottom, he's bloodied, he's cut open.
Watch the back of the head.
Orantes, when he's able to posture up, he throws some heavy ground and pound.
And now he moves to mission control again. Now he's moving to a high guard. Control again, not quite at mission control height anymore. He's down by the lower waist now. He wants to get those hips up high, and he wants to get something offensive going from his back, which he's just not doing right now. Now he's just kind of holding in place and throwing little pity-pat punches from the bottom, which is not going to do it.
And Orantes is doing a nice job with his ground and pound with just a little bit of distance. He doesn't need much room right there. He didn't have much space, Joe. He's still got the elbow thrown, though.
Yeah, and he's cut him up on the left-hand side as well, or his, the right-hand side. The right side of Carvalho's face and the left is bleeding. This could be winning the fight for Orantes.
Nice to half guard.
Yeah, look at this crowd. This is an educated crowd, boy. Look at that. Cheers for passing. But Carvalho back to his feet, needs a knee. Now Orantes is on the attack.
Orantes really pushing the pace here with under a minute on the clock.
Orantes dropping the hands. He's getting macho.
Goes southpaw.
See
40
how
seconds.
Everything Carvalho throws is short. It's weird.
Nice knee. 20 seconds. See one last burst to the finish.
Good right hand by Orantes. And Carvalho is calling him on.
Final seconds of this fight.
Oh!
What a good way to get things started here inside HSBC Arena in Rio de Janeiro. Orantes feels comfortable that he has earned his first UFC victory. The judges will render their decision.
Let's take a look at some of that action. There's a nice leg kick by Orantes. And here's a takedown attempt by Carvalho, winds up pulling guard, and that's where he got really beat up in that round. And here Orantes on top, dropping elbows, and those are the elbows that cut him open, Mike. Good final round for Orantes. Probably enough to seal the deal. I would give him the second and the third rounds.
Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges scored this contest 29-28, declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Felipe Sacanejo Orantes.
Well, just like Joe said, rounds 2 and 3 go to the native of Sao Paulo. And he will visit with Joe as he's earned his first career UFC win.
All right, I'm here with the winner, Felipe Orantes. First of all, Felipe, congratulations on your victory. I know you took your first UFC fight on short notice. How nice is it to have a full camp to prepare for this fight?
Estou aqui com o nosso vencedor, Felipe Arantes. Eu sei que você teve um aviso prévio para se preparar para essa primeira luta do UFC. Como é que foi essa curta preparação e essa vitória hoje?
Galera, eu juro pelo Senhor, se não fosse vocês eu não teria ganho essa luta. Eu acho que foi de último momento. Eu senti a vibração de todo mundo. Puta, é Brasil, cara. Aqui é Brasil. Aqui a gente não desiste nunca. Esse foi o maior sonho da minha vida e vou dividir com todos vocês. Obrigado de coração por todo mundo.
I swear to God that if it weren't for you, I wouldn't have won this fight. So thank you for the good vibes, for the positive energy. This is for you. We're going to share it.
Congratulations on an excellent performance. Felipe Orantes, ladies and gentlemen.
Felipe Orantes wins here tonight inside the octagon. Up next, it's a welterweight fight as Brazilian Ricardo Bunch returns to the octagon, and he doesn't plan on letting Mike Pyle ruin his homecoming. A member of the same training camp in Ludlow, Massachusetts, that produced heavyweight contender Gabriel Gonzaga, 31-year-old Ricardo Bunch returns to the octagon along with his stablemate tonight, and both have the intent of starting out 2012 with a bang in their native country of Brazil. Looking to spoil Bunch's comeback will be fellow submission specialist Mike Pyle, a 12-year mixed martial arts veteran whose resume includes bouts against John Hathaway and Ricardo Almeida, making it clear that while Bunch is a threat to him, he certainly won't be intimidating the man known as Quicksand. Our tale of the tape for this welterweight fight, the American Pyle. 5 years the elder, Brazilian-born Ricardo Bunch. Pyle is taller. Both men have a 74-inch reach. Here is Bruce Buffer.
And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Mario Yamasaki.
Mario Yamasaki, our referee. Mike Pyle. Ricardo Bunch.
Here we go. First round. You ready? You ready? Let's go. Come on.
Here we go. Southpaw Ricardo Bunch against the veteran Mike Pyle. Pyle, an outstanding grappler, as is Bunch, who recently earned his Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, longtime training partner of Gabriel Gonzaga.
Pyle does everything excellent, Mike. He is a really well-rounded fighter, whereas Funch is more of a specialist. He's developing all the other aspects of his game, but his real game is his ground game.
Funch replaced Paulo Thiago on late notice for an opportunity to return to the octagon. Mike Pyle said, I'm treating Ricardo Funch as dangerously as I was treating my preparation. Ooh, a nice punch.
Good
my
straight
preparation
left.
for Paulo Thiago.
Well, Funch has obviously been working on his striking. He looks real loose on his feet. His guard is nice and high. His chin is tucked. And we haven't seen him for a while.
Yep. Last time we saw him in the octagon, June of 2010.
So you can guarantee that during that time, he's been training diligently on his striking. Oh, straight right hand by Pyle. That hurt him.
And a knee.
Big knee. That's
another
it.
big knee.
Huge
This is
shot.
gonna be it. Mike
That's
Pyle
it.
looking to
That's it.
finish.
That's it.
And it is all over.
Huge victory for Mike Pyle.
Mike Quicksand Pyle.
You know, and that's what we said at the beginning of this fight, Mike. He's the superior striker. He found the range. He connected with excellent timing. That's all it is. Let's take a look at it here. It was a straight right that first stunned him. There it is, right on the chin. Funch is hurt, and Pyle, being the seasoned veteran that he is, perfectly placed knee and just swarms all over him, and referee Mario Yamasaki saves Funch. Let's take a look at that again. Look at this knee. Brilliant position, perfect placement of the knee. Excellent use of punches on the ground. Just great job by Mike Pyle. That's about as good as it gets.
Mike Pyle gets the victory as he fights here tonight in Rio de Janeiro with the official decision. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mario Yamasaki's called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 22 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by TKO, Mike Quicksand Pyle.
All right, I'm here with the winner, Mike Pyle. First of all, Mike, congratulations on a brilliant performance. That was about as good as it gets inside the octagon.
Estou aqui com um vencedor, teve uma fantástica performance, não fica melhor do que isso dentro do octógono.
Yeah, you know, I think that's probably my best finish that I have in UFC. And I'll tell you what, to all the welterweights out there, this is how I'm going to look every single time when I step in the octagon. I'm coming to fight, and I'm coming to win. I want to thank my wife, Kat, for putting up with me throughout my camp. I love you. Thank you, guys. Nate Pettit, thank you. Thank you so much. Brazil, I love you.
Foi com certeza a minha melhor finalização e é assim que vai ser todas as vezes que eu estiver aqui. Eu quero que a minha esposa fique feliz pelas minhas vitórias. Brasil, eu te amo.
Mike Pyle, congratulations, a brilliant performance.
Mitch Coates, thanks for that, and put me and my wife on Fear Factor.
Mike Pyle earns his 5th octagon victory. He finishes Ricardo Funch in just 1 minute and 22 seconds. Up next, we move to 145, where the Brazilian Yuri Alcantara looks to extend his winning streak to 13 by taking out Michihiro Omagawa. A longtime rising star in the lightweight division, Yuri Alcantara seems to have found a home at 145 pounds, where he made his UFC debut with a decision win over countryman Felipe Arantes. And with the current 12-fight winning streak, Alcantara shows no signs of slowing down. Owning a similar story is Japan's Michihiro Omagawa, a former 155-pounder who has become a legit threat to all opponents since dropping to featherweight. And with wins in 6 of his last 8 bouts, this world-class judoka is prepared for his crossroads showdown with Alcantara. Our tale of the tape for this featherweight matchup. Alcantara fighting for the 2nd time in the UFC. He is 5 years younger than Japan's Michihiro Omagawa. Yuri Alcantara will have a 3-inch reach advantage. Bruce Buffer.
And with the action begins, our referee in charge, Leon Roberts.
Leon Roberts, our referee. Michihiro Omagawa. Yuri Alcantara.
You ready to fight? You ready to fight? Bring it on me, come on.
And here we go. Fight scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. Oh, big knee early.
That hurt him. That hurt him, Mike.
He walked right into it.
He's keeping his hands low by his body. I think he's hurt still. Trying to shake it off.
It's almost like he was going to, say hello and do a little glove tap, and he ate a knee.
And he's still moving with that right hand low by his body. I think he's slowly starting to recover from it, but Alcantara could have taken advantage of that. I think he was hurt.
Alcantara.
Big power in Alcantara strikes, that knee
And
there.
with the knee, yeah. Alcantara has a mean hook, and he's also got knockout power, Joe.
Yeah, as I was saying with Omagawa needs to get a hold of him and control where the fight takes place. He does not want Alcantara on the outside like this. On the outside like this, Alcantara can pick him apart. He's the more dynamic striker.
Oh, and he caught him there.
He caught him with the left hand. He's the more dynamic striker. He's got more options. Omagawa is essentially just a boxer on the outside, and he's a boxer with a fairly short reach.
4-time Judo International Competition champion. Thus, Joe talking about getting control of Alcantara and utilizing those great judo skills.
I'll tell you what, Alcantara got his respect. You can see how Omagawa's moving. He's definitely being careful as he comes forward. Oh, spinning back
yep.
fist attempt, a little short.
About 90 seconds into round number 1. Black trunks for Michihiro Omigawa, white trunks for the southpaw, Yuri Alcantara. Alcantara made his UFC debut right here in this building back in August. See, there's that quick switch of the stance that Michihiro Omigawa will utilize frequently.
Good, solid combination by Alcantara. That solid left hand again. Omigawa's having a real hard time figuring out this distance.
This is absolutely where Alcantara wants this fight to take place. Big kick and a miss. He would love to stand and bang against Michihiro Omigawa. Big swing with that hook.
Omigawa keeps his hands very low, Mike.
Yeah, he certainly does.
Keeps him, you know, right at his chest height. Not really protecting his face much. And that's, I believe, accentuated because of that knee that he took in the opening seconds.
And that leaves a big opening for the hook possessed by Yuri Alcantara, if those hands are low. Catches him with the straight left hand. The one thing we have seen with Omigawa, though, he's always in the fight. Very tough, veteran. Always comes prepared to battle.
Yeah, he's very durable. Showing a lot of footwork and a lot of movement, but man, when he gets close, you can tell that he feels the power of Alcantara. He's kind of freezing up. Oh, he's hurt!
Got him again, big left hands. Trying to swarm. Here's Yuri Alcantara. Omigawa looking for a leg.
He's got his back. Nice. Yuri's got him flattened out here.
This is not good for Michihiro Omigawa.
Omigawa's trying to hold on. Get back up to his feet here. But he's eating some shots along the way. He throws him down. He's on top.
Wow, nicely done by Michihiro Omigawa.
Now let's see the guard of Alcantara.
And that's that durability we just talked about.
Yeah,
and the veteran truly that is Michihiro Omigawa.
And his judo base, Mike. He was able to switch the position because of his excellent positioning skills and his good balance. He knew how to wind up on top. But look how Alcantara is controlling him, grabbing a hold of the back of his neck, not letting him posture up. And Leon Roberts taking a good look at him. He might just stand him up here. You know, Omigawa, it took him a long time to get in this position. He should really be working here. But, you know, the thing is, Alcantara is a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, a high-level one at that, you know. Omigawa has to think, what does he want to do here? He's not going to try to submit him.
Right.
So what's he going to do? Is he going to pass? Okay, that's what he's decided. He's going to move into half guard here.
Very well balanced is Alcantara. 10 career wins by knockout, 12 by submission.
Close guard. By Yuri, push him right back into guard. But Yuri's not attacking from his back, Mike. He's simply holding on and waiting to get stood back up again. I think he feels like his dominance on the feet is so superior that, oh, look at this armbar attempt, right when I said that.
Final seconds of the round.
He got him.
Final seconds of the round.
Oh, this fight's over.
Oh, my.
His arm might be jacked, Mike. Look how he gets up. Let's take a very close look at Michihiro Omigawa's left arm. Did he tap? Joe Silva's indicated to me that he believes that he tapped. We're going to take a look at it. And, you know, Alcantara is saying it as well. He may very well have tapped. Let's take a look at this here. Brilliant, brilliant armbar. Last second by Alcantara. And look at the arc of that. Oh, man, that is nasty. Look how far that's back. Nope, I see no tap.
I didn't see a tap either.
Leon Roberts tapped for him. That's what happened. Look, we see it again. Look at Alcantara's got that. Oh, man, that's nasty. That might be dislocated. That left arm may very well be useless. But I tell you what, Omigawa did not tap. But look at the beautiful position. You see, Joe's saying he saw it again. Can we see that exact same replay over again? Because Joe's saying that he saw a tap.
UFC matchmaker Joe Silva.
We're going to see it. The one right now that we just saw, let's see that again. And this is where Joe said that he saw the tap. Let's look at it. Take a look at Omigawa. He's got it, man. That is locked up. Look at his arm. Nope. No tap. No tap. No, he did not tap. He was thinking about it for sure.
And he was certainly saved by the bell.
His left arm, it might not be saved. His left arm might be jacked. It's very difficult to tell. Remember when Frank Mir broke Tim Sylvia's forearm, snapped in half, it looked normal, and Tim Sylvia wanted to still fight.
Yep.
It's very hard to tell while guys are pumped up with adrenaline and all, warm. Once they cool off, we'll see how good that left arm is, but that left arm might be very well useless.
So Alcantara shows his dominance on the feet and with his jiu-jitsu skills.
He threw it. Omigawa threw that left hand. That was his first punch.
That's got to give a ton of confidence to 31-year-old Yuri Alcantara, though. Nearly finished the fight at the end of the first round. Again, you see how he switches those stances coming in. Omigawa with the spinning back fist.
That is, without a doubt, the closest we've ever seen Omigawa come to being submitted. That was brilliant.
Omigawa dropped to featherweight from lightweight in 2008. Looking for his second straight UFC win. His hands are tight and the arm is sore.
Oh, he got tagged
again.
Yuri's got his back.
And now plenty of time to work.
Nope, Omigawa rolled to his back. Omigawa's very difficult to hold down, Mike, and that's one of the things we've seen over and over again with him is his ability to get back up to his feet and his balance, courtesy of his judo base.
Well, we saw him reverse the position, utilizing his judo base in the first round.
Yeah, and he's in motion right now. Look at the hip escape, very difficult to hold on to. And Yuri's trying to press him up against the cage. And Omigawa's going under. He's going underhook on the leg. He may be attacking that leg. And Yuri, recognizing that, is controlling the right leg, not allowing that right leg to get a hold of his body. Yuri steps over in the mount. Very nicely done. And oh, wow, look how he rode him there. Look how he rode him there as he tried to, he's got the back, both hooks in, trying to work that arm under the chin. And Yuri's taking his time here.
Yes, very disciplined.
Yeah, look at him. He's just waiting. Up there it is.
Break him down a little bit. Look for my opportunity to put in the choke.
And Omigawa not committing to one way or the other. He's kind of on his side here. He doesn't want to give up the mount. He doesn't want to give up his back. He's just looking for an opening to explode and to hip escape. And when he's going to make his move, Mike, he's going to try to push his hands down on Yuri's hips. And for Yuri, he's just looking for openings here. He knows he's in control.
Professional since 2004. 12-fight winning streak and some big lefts from Yuri Alcantara. He's looking for the choke again.
Yeah, and as Omigawa tries to make that space, Yuri's just waiting for him.
Very patient.
And that's where that seasoning comes. There it is. There it is.
Now
under
he's
the
got
chin.
it locked in.
Under the chin. Look at that. Omigawa got out of it.
Wow. That's going back to the durability of Michihiro Omigawa. Tough to finish.
What brilliant control by Alcantara. No matter what Omigawa does, he can't get him off him.
No one has finished Michihiro Omigawa inside the octagon.
The closest was that first round.
Yeah.
If there was a few seconds left, there would have been he wouldn't have been able to go on.
Looking for the elbow.
Omigawa, good job getting it back to guard. Great job. A little bloody on the right ear, but just the fact that he was able to withstand those terrible positions. Omigawa is one of the most durable guys in this division.
25-3, the record for Yuri Alcantara.
He's trying for an armbar. He's trying for an inverted armbar on the right arm, and Yuri, recognizing it, moves out of it, gets his arm out of danger, and lands some good, solid left hands.
And he almost earned the victory by submission at the end of round one.
Full guard for Omigawa here.
Fight scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds.
Guys are slowing down a bit here. It's been a very torrid first 2 rounds. Now Omigawa underhooking the right leg. Looks like he's going to try to attempt some sort of a sweep. Yeah, he's going under. It's a very difficult sweep to pull off, especially without full control of the left leg, Mike. He needs a lockdown on the left leg, not just a half guard, but a full lockdown where he extends, where he wraps his legs around the left leg of Yuri and extends it. Right now, he does not have that.
10 seconds on
Yuri's
the clock here in
pounded
the second. Very dominant round 2 for Yuri Alcantara.
No.
If you were in Omigawa's corner, what would you be telling him?
He's chipping yourself. Oh, he's chipping yourself. ここもう行くしかないです。頑張りましょう。行く。行けば大丈夫。当てれるから。頑張ろう。左の蹴り注意ですね。それをやっていきたいと思います。集中。振って、フェイント入れて、フェイント入れて。行こう、最後。頑張ろう。
Representing his island of Marajo, Yuri Alcantara, looking to move to 2-0 in his UFC career. Third and final round. Omigawa with the left.
I'll tell you what, my Yuri is slowed down
just thinking the
considerably.
same thing.
He looks really stiff. He looks tight. He's got to be careful here. Omigawa has incredible endurance. He may very well have worn himself out a bit, cast his arms out. Because look at the way he's throwing punches, very labored.
Yeah, and totally unlike how he threw his punches early.
Or he could be playing possum. You know, never know.
Omigawa fighting for the 6th time in his UFC career.
Omigawa has such an awkward way of moving. You know, very much his own. Very difficult to, you know, to get used to the way that guy moves.
He just slips the jab of Alcantara there, but couldn't get the clinch on the body and try to take him down. Alcantara's camp brought in a judo fighter, Lorindo Nito, to help him prepare for the black belt in judo, Michihiro Omigawa.
Omigawa's corner is screaming for him to attack, Mike. They believe that Alcantara is tired, and this is Omigawa's opportunity.
And as we watch how he somewhat labors through these punches, I think they're right.
I think they're right as well, but Omigawa doesn't have whatever it is to close the distance. He doesn't have the timing, he doesn't have the confidence, whatever it is, he's not closing the distance. Good body kick by Alcantara.
And he seems to be happy to stand and trade, not looking for the takedown. Then again, he almost had himself finished by armbar at the end of round 1. So that may have gained some huge respect for Alcantara's ground game, which makes Omigawa not want to take him down.
Well, most certainly, but he's got to be realizing that Alcantara's exhausted here. There's no doubt about it now. This is not playing possum. He's run out of gas. Look at the way he's throwing his punches. I mean, he's stumbling out there like a drunk. Omigawa's got to go kamikaze here. He's just going to rush him, throw some punches at him, Vanderlei Silva style, do whatever he's got to do to make this a war.
Left hand landed by Alcantara on the counter. Midway point of the 3rd and final round. Alcantara with the distance in his UFC debut.
Even tired, Alcantara's throwing heat.
Yep, defeating Felipe Arantes.
Now this is Omigawa's opportunity.
A lot of time.
Yeah, he's got to put the pace on him here.
He's trying to slip and get in to find the range to do some damage.
Well, he does it so unusually. He might switch stances more than anybody we see inside the octagon. Oh, good elbow. Omigawa with the judo. He's got him down.
145 right now remains in this fight.
Alcantara has locked up Omigawa's right arm with his overhook, Mike. And if he can hold on to that arm, it doesn't look very tight to me, but if he can hold on to that arm, that's where he's going to try to attack from. And if you look at his right hand, the way he's holding the elbow, if the right hand, now he lost the position totally.
115. Close guard now being utilized by Yuri Alcantara. Nice elbow by Omigawa.
That was a good uppercut underneath there by Omigawa, but he's got to work here. I mean, this is a minute, do or die. It's really that simple. He's lost both first and second round.
Yeah, he's got a little catching up to do.
He's got a lot. He's got to attack. He's got to stack him here, make him work, try to pass his guard, make him work. There he goes. And for Yuri, throw up some arm bars, man.
Yeah.
I mean, we saw how brilliantly he placed that arm bar at the end of the first round.
He's got that elbow kind of jammed in to the side of the head of Yuri Alcantara. Did Omigawa a moment ago there and stand him up with 15 seconds on the clock.
Look at Yuri.
Yeah,
Get up to his feet.
absolutely exhausted. Final seconds of this fight. And he's looking for the takedown.
Look at that, right in the full mount. Brilliant.
Seconds, it's all over. Yuri Alcantara, Michihiro Omigawa go the distance.
That kid has a hell of a ground game, Mike. And let's take a look at it again. The way he just reversed that position right there and took the mount is spectacular, especially considering how exhausted he is.
And the way that he nearly finished the fight in the final moments of round one. Omigawa, Alcantara go the distance, and with the official decision, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges score this contest 30-27, 29-28, and 30-27, declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Yuri Marijuana Alcantara.
Alcantara now 2-0 in his UFC career. Both of his victories coming here in Rio. And
all right, I'm here with the winner, Yuri Alcantara. First of all, Yuri, congratulations on an outstanding performance. You caught that excellent armbar at the end of the first round. Did you think that was going to be the end of the fight?
Estou aqui com o vencedor Yuri Alcântara, que fez uma luta fantástica. E você achou que pudesse ganhar aquela luta no final do primeiro round com aquele armbar?
Com certeza. Eu tenho que agradecer primeiramente a Deus, a esse povo maravilhoso que está aqui torcendo por mim, a galera do Marajó, a galera do Pará todo, a galera do Brasil. Eu acreditei que queria pegar assim o armlock, estava bastante encaixado. Um adversário, um atleta muito duro, experiente. E graças a Deus conseguiu sair no finalzinho do round e parou, né?
All right, I want to thank God and thank all of you for this for sure, I thought, but he's a very, very tough adversary. So I'm thankful that we won this.
It seemed like you were getting tired a bit in the third round. Was that because you were trying to take him out in the first 2 rounds? He showed a lot of durability.
Me pareceu que você estava ficando um pouco cansado no terceiro round, porque você estava muito empenhado nos primeiros 2 rounds. Ele me parece ter bastante aí resistência.
Verdade, ele é um atleta muito duro que assimila bastante os golpes. Eu vim para nocautear, finalizar. Mas graças a Deus, deu certo. Se eu sair com a vitória, não saí como eu queria, mas saí com a vitória. O mais importante é essa vitória. Um abraço pro povo do Pará. Amo vocês.
I thought that I would knock him down or win by submission, but we ended up exchanging a lot of punches and strikes. But I want to dedicate this and thank the people of Pará. I love you, people of Pará.
Eu quero mandar um abraço pro Saulo Costa, o governador, todos os patrocinadores. E o aniversário de Belém do Pará, isso foi para Belém, presente de Belém.
I want to thank our governor for being here, all of our sponsors, and this goes to Parás and the city of Belém's anniversary. So happy anniversary, Belém.
Yuri Alcantara, ladies and gentlemen.
Yuri Alcantara extends his winning streak to 13. Right now we go to the heavyweight division. Gabriel Gonzaga was once considered one of the best heavyweights in all of MMA. Tonight, he looks to begin his journey back by taking out Oliveira.
Ednaldo Oliveira began gaining some international acclaim in 2011 when it was publicized that one of the main people helping to prepare Junior Dos Santos for his title-winning effort over Cain Velasquez was the 6'7" native of Bahia. Now it's his turn to try his luck out in the UFC. And Oliveira is ready for the immense challenge in front of him in the form of former world title challenger, Gabriel Gonzaga, an elite heavyweight for years, who has been in with the best of the best, including Dos Santos. Napao returns tonight to begin what he hopes will be an epic title run.
Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight, Gabriel Napao Gonzaga, returning to the octagon for the first time in 15 months. He is 5 years the elder of the newcomer, Ednaldo Oliveira, who is 5 inches taller and will have a 5.5-inch reach advantage. The veteran voice of the octagon, Bruce Buffer.
And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Dan Murgliata.
Dan Murgliata, our referee for this heavyweight fight. Gabriel Napao Gonzaga.
You ready? Let's go fight, guys.
Ednaldo Lulu Oliveira. Here we go. White trunks for Gabriel Gonzaga. Black trunks for Ednaldo Oliveira. Gonzaga has serious knockout power.
He also has great leg kicks, Mike, and that's something that I expect him to utilize against the taller foe with the long, thin legs. And, of course, his Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu ground game is outstanding.
Oliveira very lean, very tall, and trains with Junior Dos Santos, so you know he's been in some pretty high-level sparring sessions.
And one of the things that I read that Gonzaga said leading up to this fight is that he really wants to get back to his Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu base, and that he believes that he abandoned that a bit because of, you know, some of the spectacular finishes that he's had in some of his fights, like the Crow Cop fight, kind of led him to think of himself more of a striker, where his real strength, his real base lies in his Jiu-Jitsu.
Born right here in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, this is the first fight in his hometown since 2003 when Gonzaga fought Brandon Lee Hinkle before his 5-year tenure in the UFC. So Gonzaga fighting here at home. He's lived in Ludlow, Massachusetts for many years now. Trying to step in with a big right hand. 90 seconds into the first round.
Oliveira with a good right hand. You can see the boxing skill of Oliveira. He's doing a great job of feinting, Mike. He makes a lot of fakes with his hands to get Gonzaga thinking about different distances.
See if Gonzaga looks to throw some of those heavy leg kicks you talked about. Instead, he shoots the single.
He's got him up and down. Very nicely done.
Oh, and a nice elbow.
Right into side control.
So he's going back to his grappling base, as you talked about, Joe.
He spun, and he's got the over-under, Mike, and look for him to shove that right leg in between the two legs of Oliveira and try to take his back. He goes to double underhooks to try to control him and drag him down. But if he wants to get the choke, he's got to switch one of these to an over-under. Otherwise, he's going to lose the position. He's going to snap him back down to the ground, trip him. There he goes. Into half guard here.
Gonzaga has finished all 12 of his victories, 7 by submission, 5 by knockout.
Gonzaga's got to take back that underhook. The underhook on the left-hand side that Oliveira has, that's going to allow Oliveira to stand up. See how he puts his hand on the back? That underhook is what's going to allow him to stand up. And he gets his knee underneath him if he can get it. So Gonzaga's got to get that back. Got to get that back to control the position. Oh, I don't know what he's doing there. He's giving up his neck. That's not good. When Oliveira stuck his neck underneath the armpit of Gonzaga, he's just asking for trouble here.
Gonzaga with the knee to the body.
Yeah, you can tell he was looking for that too. Now he's going over-under again. See, he's got the overhook.
Now he's trying to lock in a choke.
Yeah, Oliveira's done.
Trying to finish it. Right here is Gabriel Gonzaga, looking for a win in his hometown of Rio de Janeiro.
Especially if he flattens him out. That's it.
And it is all over. Gabriel Gonzaga returns to the UFC. Fights in his birthplace.
And he did exactly what he said he was going to do, Mike. Went right back to his roots, and you see how successful he is when he does that. He's a high-level black belt, a very strong man with outstanding technique, did exactly what he wanted to do tonight.
A triumphant return to Rio de Janeiro for Gabriel Napao Gonzaga.
And you can see once he gets this over-under, Mike, that is the key. Because he gets the over-under, he just sneaks the choke in with the left arm, and you can see he gets it nice and tight and then gets that left hook in. Once he gets that left hook in, flattens him out. Watch this here. He got it there? Oh, yeah. Nice and deep. Deep choke, and there's the left hook. Flattens him out completely and just crushes that neck.
A Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt for well over a decade, Gonzaga wins tonight in his first fight in the UFC in 15 months with the official decision. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Mergliato's called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 22 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out due to a rear naked choke, Gabriel Napao Gonzaga.
All right, I'm here with the winner, Gabriel Gonzaga. Mr. Gonzaga, it's been a while since we've seen you inside the octagon. You obviously seem to have refocused yourself and re-energized yourself. Tell us how it feels to come back and get this victory.
Okay, first of all, I'm gonna talk in English and Portuguese too. Galera, acabei de falar que eu ia falar em português e em inglês também. Bem, obrigado, galera. Amo todos vocês. Tô aqui do lado da minha casa. Obrigado pelo apoio de todos. Obrigado pela oportunidade de luta do Lula. Tô aqui de volta. Thank you for letting me come back. I was out of focus my last fight in UFC, and I come back to do the best performance training I had in my training camp in Link BJJ Ludlow. Thank you guys, everybody that helping there. And obrigado, galera, por todos os treinos que eu tive.
One of the things that I read about you is that you had decided that you needed to focus on your roots again, go back to your Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and that is what won you the fight tonight.
Yeah, I try to do my Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu training. I teach Monday to Friday every day in my Worcester location. I teach a lot Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu with gi. But on the day of the fight, sometimes you don't have the time to go to the ground game. But I'm trying my best. Eu tento fazer meu melhor treino de Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu com kimono todos os dias. Eu ensino de segunda a sexta-feira todo dia na minha academia em Worcester, nos Estados Unidos. E obrigado por todos os meus alunos que me ajudam nesse treino.
Great to see you back in the octagon again, and congratulations on an outstanding performance. Gabriel Gonzaga, ladies and gentlemen.
His first fight in his birthplace of Rio de Janeiro since 2003, and Gonzaga is the victor by submission in the first round. And up next, it's a lightweight battle. 2011 was a year filled with big wins and one massive loss for Sam Stout. Tonight, he plans on taking it out on Thiago Tavares. Lightweights Sam Stout and Thiago Tavares are always charging full speed ahead in search of victory. But if anything, this 2012 kickoff bout should be even more intense because the winner is likely to make that coveted move from prospect to contender. So whether it's Canada's Stout swinging for the fences with his hands of stone, or Brazil's Tavares pulling out all the stops to deliver another victory for his home country fans, expect to see another fight that will make the year-end best of lists. Our tale of the tape for this lightweight matchup, the Brazilian Tavares, 27 years old, as is the Canadian Sam Hands of Stone Stout, who is 2 inches taller than Thiago Tavares. Both have an identical 70-inch reach. Tavares, born and raised in Florianopolis, Brazil. With the official introductions, Bruce Buffer.
And with the action begins, our referee in charge, Mario Yamasaki.
Mario Yamasaki, our referee. Sam Hands of Stone Stout. Thiago Tavares.
Here we go, first round, you ready? Are you ready? Let's go, come on.
They touch gloves. And we are underway. Fight scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. Stout in the black trunks. Tavares in the white trunks. Sam Stout returning to the octagon for the first time since the loss of his confidant, his brother-in-law, his longtime trainer and great friend, Sean Tompkins.
Tavares landed a good shot there, Mike, and closed the distance. And now he's got a hold of him, and he's got him down. This is definitely not what Stout wants. Yeah, Stout has good defense, though, Mike. Real good at defending himself on the ground, and good takedown defense usually as well, but he was brought down there.
Sam has been only submitted one time in the UFC. He's fought 11 times in the octagon, and that was 5 years ago by Kenny Florian, so that kind of illustrates your point. He's got very good submission defense.
Yeah, and you know, his game plan is basically always the same. Keep the fight standing, no matter who he's facing. Now, look out, Tavares has got his back, Mike, and Sam is trying desperately to turn his left shoulder into him. There he does that. Notice how he's turning and turning, and he gets that underhook, and that's going to help him, and now he's up.
And he comes out swinging, able to stuff
Good
that
sprawl.
takedown.
Good sprawl.
Kibo Robinson has really worked with Sam on his judo, his Brazilian jiu-jitsu. Mark Hominick, in fact, Sam spent most of his training camp back at home in London, Ontario, where he would usually go to Las Vegas and live with Sean Tompkins and his sister, Sam's Emily. He said it was good to be home, and he brought the right people in to prepare for tonight's matchup. Stuffing the takedown for now again.
But again, Thiago closed the distance enough to hold on to Sam, and that is what he wants to do, and he's got him down one more time. Sam back up against the cage, and Sam will wall walk.
When you talk about Tavares, he's always been a fighter with good aggressiveness and very good top control.
And he's a legit Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, and that clearly is the skills that he wants to call upon inside the octagon. He's had mixed results standing up with guys in the past. He's been caught before and stopped, and he's stopped guys. And now he's got Sam up in a big slam. But Sam remaining calm. Sam slowly going to work his way back to the cage again, and same deal. Get his feet back under him, stand back up to his feet.
Well, he knew coming in, and he said this to me, he must scramble and get back up. And that's what he's going to attempt to do again here.
And Tavares is doing a good job of keeping the hips elevated, keeping his legs up in the air, so Sam can't get his feet under him, can't stand back up, can't use any leverage. Sam's got some space, and he's up.
Gotta watch his neck, though.
He's got his neck. Arm in guillotine, he rolls him over. Nope, Sam's out.
And Stout back, and now he's on top. So good transition by Sam Stout.
Well, one thing Thiago has definitely done is turn this into a grappling match. And that's what he really wanted to do, whether he's on the bottom or he's on the top. Ooh, rolling leg lock.
Trying to get out.
Good defense by Stout, very nice.
And what Sam wants to do is stay standing for a while now and turn this into a kickboxing match.
Well, he should have confidence in the fact that even though Tavares was able to take him down, he was not able to control him, he was not able to come anywhere close to getting any sort of submission on him.
Stout coming off a huge knockout of the night win over Yves Edwards back in Vancouver, British Columbia in June of 2011. Oh, right hand.
Nice. I like how he stepped away from that and came right back in. Great use of distance by Sam Stout.
1 minute on the clock here in round one. Stout able to push away.
That right hand really showcases the technical differences between these two guys. Whereas one guy is just being real crafty in there, and the other guy is just looking to land strikes enough to get it to the ground.
"30 seconds. The Canadian against the Brazilian. Left hook just missed. Looking for another takedown.
Stuffed again, a nice left hand by Tavares, and a good jab behind it as well.
10 seconds. Round one of three is in the books from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil.
Dá a perna pra mim. Respeita.
Breathe. Breathe. Don't stop. Right, cross. Breathe deep. That's it. Yes. Can you hear me?
Saiu já. Isso, puxa o ar, isso, baixou, ó. Tem água na mão aqui, ó. Tá? Perfeito, tá?
Perfect.
Isso.
That's it.
Isso. Ó, respira.
Breathe.
Não para.
Sam Stout said to me, now I've had to motivate myself, look deep inside my own psyche, and continue to represent Team Tompkins. Tavares had some control on the ground in round one, but not able to do a lot of damage. Stout looking to connect here early in round two.
Good right hand by Stout. Very short right hand.
He has been in a lot of great fights, Sam Stout, inside the octagon.
Nice combination by Stout there. He's doing a good job of slipping punches as well.
Four-time Fight of the Night award winner and coming off a knockout of the night performance. The young man born and raised in London, Ontario, Canada, looking for the counter. Tavares not really closing the distance and looking for the takedown here early, which could benefit Stout.
What's definitely going to be more difficult for Tavares now that they're both real slippery. You know, both guys are covered in sweat. Definitely going to be harder for Tavares to get a grip on him.
And the result is Stout got right out.
Yeah. Good right hand by Tavares.
Tavares, as you said, Joe, has at times looked as good as anyone to fight inside the octagon. When his mind is straight, he is very dangerous. And he's coming off a really good performance against Spencer Fisher. Both men looking for their 7th career UFC wins. Stout was getting ready to throw that left hook on the counter.
Although Thiago is not the more technical striker, he seems to be a bit faster.
He's definitely got power.
Yeah, nice right hand. I'll tell you what, Sam Stone takes it as good as anybody inside the octagon. That kid's got a tremendous chin. Jeremy Stevens cracked him with some bombs, and he survived that.
I mean, the battles he had with Spencer Fisher are legendary.
Nice takedown defense there by Stout. And again, showing that now that they're both slippery, it's going to be much more difficult to control Stout.
Just past the midway point of this fight. Stout with a combination.
Oh,
nice body shot.
Nice. You see how he faked that right hand first, Mike, to lure him in? Real technical stuff there and displayed by Sam Stout.
Mark Hominick in his corner.
Just got grazed by that kick, and he nodded in acknowledgement that that one landed.
Hominick spent a lot of time during this training camp.
That kick,
Stout.
He got tagged.
Connected.
That kick caused his cut.
Yep.
The kick that landed caused a cut on the temple.
Kind of around the ear. And then they both connected, one to the body, and then a moment ago, Tavares as well.
Yeah, that cut's bleeding down Sam's chest. And Sam acknowledged it. He nodded to Tavares. That was a good shot.
It's kind of right behind the ear, Joe. 1:15 on the clock here in the second. Great crowd, sold out here in Rio de Janeiro. Supporting their own from Florianopolis.
Good jab by Stout.
Very evenly matched here with the stand-up in round 2. 45. Good footwork by Tavares tonight.
Yeah, he's doing a great job of getting out of the way, that's for sure. There's a body kick by Sam.
Tavares was moving away from it.
Yeah, that's a good point, he was.
They both connect. 15 seconds now.
Good body shot by Stout.
He's had a couple that have landed here in round 2. Combination. Leg kick.
Solid leg kick.
Yep.
Okay, Sammy, he's got nothing on his takedowns now. Let's see more than one. Right, you're doing a lot of singles, and he's landing back, but you're winning this fight. You're winning this fight, and you're breaking him. Let's see more than one, okay? More than one. Cross, liver cross is landing, okay? And double the right hand. You're doing beautiful. Deep breath.
I just landed that right hook to the body hard.
Yeah, go it straight, go it straight, go it straight, because he's hitting on the chin here. You got to keep this up. Okay. Left hand high, okay, buddy? Okay. Left hand high, and just show your combinations. You're having fun in there. Okay. You're winning and you're having fun. That's it.
I just need to start relaxing.
Yep. Oh, you're doing great. Deep breath. Deep breath. Okay, when you go and take a circle out, I want you to circle with a deep breath and put this up by your chin. Okay. Okay, because he's hitting with the right straight, and that's it. That's it. You're looking beautiful.
Third and final round.
Last round, you ready? Are you ready? Let's go, come on.
UFC Rio. Here we go. Very close fight after 10 minutes. Mark Hominick said in the corner of Sam Stout, just keep doing what you're doing. You're having fun out there. You look good. Finish your combinations. And let's finish this fight. He just got caught, though.
Yeah, good right hand by Tavares. I'll tell you what, Mike, the first round, a lot of people probably gave it to Tavares because of the takedowns. The second round, very close. Tavares did land that real good kick that caused the bleeding on the side of Sam Stout's head. And, you know, who knows what's going to happen here in this third, but, oh.
Inside leg kick caught him.
Let's take a look at it. Here's a real, that looks like a bad one. He's hurt. Let's take a look at it. Yep, about as clean as it gets. And immediately Sam acknowledged it and apologized. Wow, Thiago's still down. That was a bad one. Look at his pants are ripped. Wow, that ripped his pants. You know, we've mentioned before there are different companies that offer different cups that are designed to withstand kicks, and the old-fashioned one being the Thai steel cup, which a lot of people still stand by. It's a little bit uncomfortable because the way it's tied, it sort of goes through your butt like a G-string, but it's very effective in protecting you from these shots, much more effective than the standard jockstrap-oriented cups. And of course, there's a company called Diamond MMA that also has a compression short cup setup that's much tighter than your standard jockstrap cup setup as well. And a lot of these fighters need to get hip to these things because, you know, these kicks that land, unfortunately and inadvertently, they're unavoidable. You can't stop that from happening, but you got to protect yourself better.
And you saw Sam Stout acknowledge again that it was certainly accidental. It was just a counter of an inside leg kick. But they both pushed the pace a little bit here.
Sam Stout is controlling the center of the octagon now. He's pressing. Good fake takedown attempt there by Tavares.
I think Sam may realize just what you spoke of earlier, especially with that very good first round for Thiago Tavares.
Yeah, and it's Brazil.
Yeah. Tavares and Stout, third and final round.
There's another takedown attempt.
Stuffed nicely. The knee.
Yeah, you just can't hold him when he's so slippery.
Got him early, but has not taken him down in the second or here in the third.
Solid leg kick there by Tavares.
Ever evolving is Thiago Tavares. Trained at American Top Team in the States for about a year. Also trained in Holland on his kickboxing, but the majority of his time has been spent in his hometown of Florianopolis, Brazil.
Really
stuffed
telegraphed that takedown attempt, but he has his hands together here. Let's see if something good can come of this for him. He's gonna try to elevate the leg of Sam Stout, but he's eating shots in the process. Good defense there by Stout. But now Stout's got to get some offense off. You know, it's good to defend, but if there's score points, he's gonna have to do a bit more than that.
Stout takes a look at the clock. 2:35 remains in this fight.
Thiago's bleeding out of the nose, Mike. Bleeding quite a bit. One of those shots from Stout must have done some damage.
The result of one of those stiff jabs, perhaps.
Another nice leg kick.
This may be a sprint to the finish, Joe.
It might.
Oh, my.
Very close there.
Yep. Just missed on the uppercut, trying to make Tavares pay.
Well, when you're a fighter like Sam Stout, you know, it's great to be a specialist. It's great to be a guy who's great at one thing, like kickboxing. The problem is, it's easy for your opponents to form a game plan. All they have to do is avoid your kickboxing, deal with the kickboxing. You never have to worry about Sam Stout trying to take you down. So it's good and it's bad. It's good if you can impose that skill, and, you know, he does have outstanding kickboxing. This is a straight kickboxing bout. You know, Sam Stout's going to beat a lot of guys that step into the octagon, the majority of them, in fact. But in an MMA bout, having a game like that is a nice right hand by Tavares. Having a game where you know how to prepare, it is a bit of a disadvantage.
Double jab under 90 seconds.
That said, it's also one of Sam Stout's a fan favorite.
Yes.
You know, in a Sam Stout fight, he's going to see some rock'em sock'em robots.
Absolutely.
Action.
Potential fight of the night.
Yeah.
And they have stood, and both men have been swinging with cruel intentions throughout most of the second and here in the third round. Final minute of the fight.
With that high kick again, the block this time. Good jab by Stout.
Inside leg kick again. 20 seconds remain. Stout and
good right hand by Stout.
Big right hand.
He hurt him.
And again with the right hand. 10 seconds. Stout turning it up at the finish.
Good
oh my goodness!
Oh, he's shots! He's all kinds of hurt right now, Mike. Wow!
Will it be enough for Sam Hands of Stone Stout?
Man, if it's not, he's gonna just kick himself that he didn't do that earlier. He almost had him. Almost had him.
The judges will render their decision. Early on, it was the grappling of Thiago Tavares.
This is in the first round. Thiago was able to take Sam Stout down on several occasions and really wasn't able to do much with it. There he caught him with a nice right hand. There we see it again. And Thiago's using some real good speed, but this was the right hand that really hurt him in the final round. And then you see Sam Stout stalking him. He also caught him with a nice right uppercut. You see it there. I bet Sam Stout wishes he just had a few more seconds to go this round. Another nice uppercut. And Thiago was in all sorts of trouble at the end of the third.
Let's find out who has earned the victory here tonight in Rio with the official decision. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges score this contest for a unanimous decision. For the winner, Thiago Tavares!
Thiago Tavares earns the victory.
Here tonight, by unanimous decision. The big round one, the very close round two. And the judges favor Tavares as he wins his second straight, defeating Sam Stout here tonight.